Son tiêu sẽ nói tuổi rồi đấy tuổi tư còn tư đây cái món rồi nó quê họ lo đấy nhà huyết nhà léo giờ nó cũng có lo không cái này không có ta họ lo quê bỏ không hết qua không lấy và qua cái tàu họ lo tới hàng con nó qua kết nát nó cũng có lo không cái này đã ta hết tụi mà nó cho nó và nó cái con nó hơn được dễ lại ta họ tới nào đi họ quê mình sợ tụi họ cái tụi họ tới nào kinh đọc họ quê sợ tụi họ tới ta kinh đọc họ quên số người ta là không ta họ lo đây họ lo quê nó sẽ thành ta thành đâu có cái món gì bây giờ tới tụi sẽ dễ tụi nó mà ta mà lấy.
Our Uncle Jimmy was an inspiring artist, educator, and mentor to many youth around the Native American community. His life story, music, and positive vision still inspire many till this day. I vow to carry his legacy and tell his story. 7 years later, this is where my journey has come.
Every Sunday, Jimmy Shendo's music would fill radio airwaves in New Mexico. His fans even asked for him by name.
The listener called and asked for Jimmy Shendo.
And his audience base was growing. This year, the Jemez Pueblo-born musician was awarded the Best Musical Production Award for his Native American traditional piece, The Town Crier. But it was his latest song that put him in the national spotlight. Walking the Life Road was nominated in 2 categories at the Native American Music Awards.
We knew he had it in himself.
A big-time musician, but to his family, he was just Uncle Jimmy.
I say.
of the songs are kind of toward that definition or that kind of explanation when we talk about harvest time. There's a couple of songs that you'll hear that will encourage you that yeah, we are all Indian people, that we all need to go back and learn some of our values, which are real important for us to live by. So that's what a lot of our songs are about. So we're going to start with a song called Harvest Time.
Also, this is Jim's way of saying thank you back to the new homeowner, because of him, Jim's around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm a dialysis patient, and Brenda's the one that keeps me alive. And Mary over here too, she's one of the nurses.
My name is Andrea Frawa, and I'm an artist, and I live in Jemez Pueblo, and also raised in Jemez Pueblo. My relation with Jimmy Shendo is, he's my brother, and I know him since he was born.
My name is Everett Frawa, and I am the nephew of Jimmy Shendo and the crew band of Moiety.
Bonjour, Noah, Guati Hopa, Yate. My name is Ron Bryan, and I'm Native American Navajo from Port Defiance originally. I'm currently a radio host here at KUNM, and I've been doing radio, approximately a little over 10 years, something along those lines. Music, as you know, carries a lot of implications as far as, in our sense of the culture. It's not just entertainment, it's actually a way of life. Through traditional music, I guess I would be speaking about because of the drum mimicking the heartbeat of the mother as we're in the womb, and then it transferring to everyday life now. Although music has evolved into what it is now with the contemporary side, the different genres of music, and Native American music itself has really transferred and evolved, and what people have done is adapted it to their types of lifestyle. As you know, the world is constantly changing, so normally the music's going to change. Jimmy Shendo to me was a musician at first. I really didn't know that much about him, but being with the radio business, I naturally crossed borders with him and came to know him, and we related in a lot of ways, especially in the music realm.
He started his music not too long ago. Yeah, I was at his house when he showed me what he was going to do. He was telling me that he wanted to play some music and do some taping or things like that. But his first music I heard was quite interesting. His music is what he thinks about and what he found, things like in the village or wherever he's gone. He experienced things like that, and then he make into a music. So that's what he does with his music.
What I liked about Jimmy's music was I just loved his music. It just got me going to where the values he talked about, and it was just very true that he sang about his music.
The song we're going to do is called Harvest Time. A lot of our farmers along the Rio Grande, all our planters are harvesting all their crops right now. But there's another type of harvest time. And the harvest time that I sing about is the harvest time that everything is right for us to teach our children. Everything is right for us to go back to and practice our traditional cultural values that we need to stress so much. And that's what this song is about.
Jimmy was starting incorporating a contemporary style of music, and yet he used a traditional background. A lot of the lyrics, the actual style, as they talk about the bridge and the music structure itself, are traditional. And traditional, I mean, you know, it was of the Hamish people, or Hamish, as a lot of people have known it to be. Actually, it was entitled Hamish at one time, if I'm not correct, and then since people couldn't really pronounce it, it became Hamish. So,
My favorite song on Jimmy's album was all three of them: "Walking the Life Road," "Eagle Dancer," "12 Days of Christmas," and 3 that he was working on. I didn't dislike any of them. I loved all of them.
His first instrument was his piano. He started playing piano, and then after that he started playing guitar. His mom was teaching him how to be a preacher. That's when he learned to sing and do the piano. Evidently I guess he didn't like it, but he likes the music that he was doing. My favorite album is all of them. All his tapes that he did, they're my favorite.
This is where Jimmy learned to sing. He even played in the high school band. The nationally recognized musician was coming home on Monday when the unthinkable happened. On Monday, Shendo was driving back from Durango, where he was teaching a choir group his songs. Just outside Sandoval County, his truck slid on ice and slammed head-on into a semi-truck. Shendo died.
When I found out when Jimmy passed away, I was coming from school, and my dad called me, and he had told me that somebody passed away. And I was listening to him and say, "Who passed away?" So he goes, "Uncle Jimmy." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I didn't believe that he was gone. And I called family members, and sure enough, they told me that it was Uncle Jimmy. Still didn't believe it until I saw my mom down. Told me that Uncle Jimmy has gone.
I was doing sewing. We were doing activities at the senior center, and my brother came over and he told me he had bad news. And then he told me that there was an accident, and that's when he told me that Jimmy was gone. He was in an accident. And here, I just talked to him that morning. And he was asking me how the road were, and then did it snow, and then, "Are you coming home?" I asked him. He said, "Yeah, I'm coming home, Mom." So, "Okay, I'll wait for you then." I told him, "I'll be at the house." And then after that, I heard the news.
He says, "Mom, I have some bad news." And I said, "What?" Uncle Jimmy has been in an accident.
It was so sudden. It was hard to comprehend, or I don't know. I couldn't accept it for the longest time until I actually seen him. And as you know, it's a short period of time that he's actually there before they bury him. And so I actually was there when they brought him home.
It's very hard knowing that you're not going to see him again.
But hearing his voice will only be a radio dial away. Songs his family says will inspire generations to come.
We will tell him that this is your uncle. He was a very famous musician.
Crystal Gutierrez, KRQE News 13.
Hey,